Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Turbo here. Welcome back to another day of Road to Rio. Today I'm going to be going over Nautice Vincere versus Espada, Pro 100 versus Virtus Pro, Simon versus Hard Legion, Dignitas versus Ents, Mousesports versus FaZe, Contact versus Godsent, Liquid versus Furia, Yeah versus Bad News Bears, and finally MIBR versus Envy. Enjoy the video. Before we get into the video, I did want to remind you, if you did want free money for match betting on CSGO Empire, you can use code TurboCSGO under free case, as well as on the affiliates tab on CSGO Atsy, you can use code TurboCSGO. And if you do like skins and CSGO case openings, you can do case opening battles and upgrades on DatDrop, and using code TurboCSGO will get you a free 5% on your deposit. Enjoy the video. The first match we'll be getting into is Nautice Vincere versus Espada. Considering Navi are an inconsistent team online, I don't think the odds here are worth a bet. Even the minus 1.5 map odds are around 1.3, so I don't think it's worth the risk considering the performance we saw by them at the beginning of the ESL Pro League. I'm going to recommend skipping on this match. Next match is Pro 100 versus Virtus Pro. Unfortunately, Virtus Pro looked really bad for quite a bit of time and only managed to pick up some form towards the ends of the DreamHack qualifier. There's hope for this team to start picking up some momentum, however. I think they should be able to close out a lot of matches in this Road to Rio tournament, considering the form they've showed towards the end of the qualifier. Watching Pro 100 recently, I haven't been impressed at all. I haven't been able to pick up wins on any teams close to the level of Virtus Pro, so I'm going to recommend a bet on Virtus Pro minus 1.5 maps here. The next match is Simon versus Hard Legion. The odds in this match are pretty much a 50-50 in favor of Hard Legion. I think the safest play in this match here is over 2.5 maps. Both these teams have shown to be competitive in this group of rankings. I think Simon should be favored, however. I like the CIS I've seen them play recently, and I think they have a lot of potential in terms of beating this Hard Legion's team once again. The next match is Dignitas versus Ents. Dignitas has looked really good in their last few matches. They've started to look like they're somewhat returning to their previous form. Ents has also been able to pick up some confidence in their play and put on a better performance than they have recently. I think a smart play here is over 2.5 maps because both of these teams have the potential to take the match and have been rising from a previous poor form. And they also played today and it was 1-0 in the favor of Ents. I think there's a good chance that Ents takes this match as well as it going to over 2.5 maps. The next match is Mousesports versus FaZe. So I honestly have no clue what's been going on with Mousesports here, but just based on the current form, without a doubt, FaZe will take this match. Mousesports has been playing embarrassing, and FaZe has definitely been on the incline. The odds for this match are really close, and I think it's a good idea to capitalize on the odds for FaZe. The next match is Contact versus Godsent. After an impressive win against North, I am very impressed with Godsent. They had a rough start against a hot-looking G2 team, but managed to come back with 2 decent wins. Contact hasn't been able to close out a single match, however, even against the team they have previously shown good form against, Copenhagen Flames. I'm going to recommend betting on Godsent here. The next match is Liquid versus FURIA. The upset on Liquid from Envy was honestly embarrassing. Getting only 14 rounds in 2 maps against a team that has been having some serious struggles is absolutely humiliating. If Liquid play anything like they did against Envy here, I think it'll be a quick 2-0 for FURIA, but I don't think that'll be the case, however. I expect Liquid to put up more of a fight after that loss. I think betting on over 2.5 maps here is the safest bet. The next match is Yeah versus Bad News Bears. I think this match will be a lot closer than people expect. The odds right now are heavily in favor of Bad News Bears, but I think there's a good chance for Yeah to win this upset here. Yeah have looked very good while playing against their Brazilian counterparts, but Bad News Bears have played decent, but not to the level of Yeah in my opinion. I'm going to recommend a bet on Yeah and over 2.5 maps here. The last and final match of today is MIBR versus Envy. Last time these two teams played just over a month ago, it was a quick and easy 2-0 win from MIBR. Since then, MIBR seem to have just picked up some form, and Envy has still been playing a little bit better after some inconsistencies that they had. I personally think this MIBR team still plays just too well, and I think these odds are really good for them to take the match here. So here's my recap for today's video. For Nautice Vincere versus Espada, I recommended a skip. For Pro 100 versus Virtus Pro, I recommended Virtus Pro minus 1.5. For Simon versus Hard Legion, I recommended Simon as well as an over 2.5 maps. For Dignitas versus Ents, I recommended Ents as well as an over 2.5 maps. For Mousesports versus FaZe, I recommended FaZe moneyline. For Contact versus Godsent, I recommended a Godsent moneyline. For Furia versus Liquid, I recommended an over 2.5 maps. For Yeah versus Bad News Bears, I recommended Yeah moneyline as well as an over 2.5 maps. And finally, for MIBR versus Envy, I recommended MIBR moneyline. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys did enjoy. I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.